Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Arsenal reached the Carabao Cup final after Kai Havertz returns a goal against Chelsea and haunts them. He puts the dagger in the 4-2 aggregate victory versus Chelsea in the Carabao Cup semi-final, heading to Wembley now. Arsenal's heading to Wembley, and we beat Chelsea today 1-0. But the main story was the professional, mature performance from the team from the beginning to the end of that game. You know what? Some people will say it's boring. Some people will say it's not entertaining. But the entertainment did not have to come from us. Chelsea was the team that was down. Chelsea was the team that needed to score the goals. Chelsea was the team that had to make something happen. It wasn't on Arsenal to make the game entertaining. It was on Chelsea to make something happen. And they came to our ground playing 5 at the back, playing 3-man midfield and 2 up top. They just did not have the numerical advantage in the final third. They looked good, like they were going to press us for a little bit. But guess what? You know what? And we also had some injury issues going into the game. No Saka, no Martin Odegaard. We still made it. We still made it happen, right? We still made it happen. Nani Madueke started, of course. Eze started today, of course. And I'm going to show you guys the starting lineup in a second. But I did think the attacking performance was not all there, but it might have been by design because we really had to defend. This was like a second leg of a Champions League tie or any other tie. You know, you have the advantage. You already got the win.
This was the second half. The way I look at it, we were already like first half was at the bridge, 45 minutes at the bridge. You're 3-2 up. This is another 45. Just be professional.
Yeah, Arsenal just had to do the job. 90 minutes. We just had to do the job. We just had to get the job done. And there was penalty appeals. There was physicality. There was refereeing decisions going left, right, and center. To me, the referee today swallowed his wallet. I mean, swallowed his whistle. He said, no, I'm not giving any penalties. No, I'm not giving away any stupid red cards. No, I'm not giving away second yellows.
No diving.
You guys go out there and play like men. That's what he said.
Anyways, yo, honestly, Igal, I have to tell you, look, see, first final in 6 years, I am happy.
I'm gassed, bro.
Like, you don't even understand.
And for Kai Havertz to score the winner?
Down.
Kai Havertz scores again.
Oh, man, dude. I said I'll take a stinky 1-0. Before this game, I said I'll take a stinky 1-0. I don't care. It's a semi-final. For me, it's the second half of a semi-final. Get 1-0 and walk out, right? Just do your job and walk out. And I said to that most people that I was on the stream, but I was on most stream. I was telling them earlier before this, I said, dude, if they open up and play against us, we will cut through them. This Arsenal team is not a defensive team. We know how to defend. There's a big difference in those two things. A big difference. And today we showed it. Be professional. Stay behind the ball. When you get the ball, try to make something happen. Press them every now and then. We're 1 goal up already. The onus is on you, Chelsea, to come and press. We wanted you to play. And eventually, when you finally played, all it took was swivel of a head, look up, through pass, Kai Havertz, cut through, goal.
Yo, did you freeze?
No, I'm here. I'm still talking.
It might be me.
Yeah, I think maybe you're frozen. But that's look. I'm telling you guys. I don't think. No, I'm not frozen, guys. Am I frozen? In the chat, am I frozen? I'm not frozen.
No, it's me. You go ahead.
Yeah. I'll say, like, honestly speaking, they did exactly what I expected. Most people are like, oh yeah, you guys are going to go there and try and you're going to play Odegaard. I said, I don't care who we put on the pitch. I care about winning this game. Whether we win 0-0, and because we're already up 3-2, whether we win 1-0, whether we win 2-1, bottom line, get the job done professional. Is it today? You know, I have to say the work rates, I was very impressed. Declan Rice, immense today. Immense. Hincapie. Dude, I don't know. We signed that guy on the last day of the season, right? Literally. Hincapie today was immense. Everybody they put up against him, the lab thought he could bully him. He didn't realize he was up against a monster. You know, look, this team has what it takes to go on to win multiple trophies this season. We do. We just need to keep our head down, keep the bus on the road, put some extra gas in the tank, and just take the journey mile by mile. Next mile, next stop, next stop, next stop, next stop. That's all we need to do. There's no over stressing it or trying to.
Hey, before we go any further, I just want to point out, before the game, before we played Chelsea in the semifinal, everybody was saying Arteta has a bad record in semifinals. Arsenal have a bad record in semifinals. We have a poor record in semifinals. You know our record in semifinals, blah, 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 blah. Well, today we have won our third game under Mikel Arteta in a semifinal.
Again, let me say this to people, right?
That's our second time. That's our second time advancing into a final under Mikel Arteta. And last time we did it, we beat Chelsea in the final. We played Man City in the semi. This time we beat Chelsea in the semi. We might play Man City in the final. I love it.
Very true, very true. And I just want to say something about that again. It is true, Mikel Arteta had been unlucky in semifinals, but like every team that has gone on to win anything in their lifetime did not have it before they did it one time. So he may have been unlucky in with semifinals, but at some point he's going to learn how to get through a semifinal, and he's proved that today. He's proved it today, because if you wanted to look at the first leg of this game at Stamford Bridge and judge it by how we played against Chelsea throughout this whole season, when they had 10 men and we could not beat them, most people will expect that when we went there, they were going to give us a game and really take it to us. If not for Garnacho, who came off the bench and did some magical 2-goal thing at the Bridge, this could have been an easy 3-0. It could have been an easy 3-0 coming to the Emirates. But it is what it is.
Let's take it back to the beginning. Bring it back to the lineup. What was Liam Rosenior thinking setting up with this kind of lineup when he needs a goal? What was he thinking?
He's very smart. I'll tell you what the guy was trying to do. He was trying to wear down the stadium. He was trying to make sure that we don't score at all and people start panicking. And then the last 10, 15 minutes, if you notice what he did in the second half, he started bringing in more attacking players. He had the likes of Cole Palmer coming, Esteval coming, bringing Garnacho. Like, he started bringing attacking players to now begin to, like.
But it didn't work.
I know it didn't work. Don't get it wrong, Igal. If it had worked, it would have been a masterclass. What he did was he wanted to quiet the Arsenal team down, quiet the stadium down. He wanted a 1-0 and he wanted to go to penalties, which is why he waited till that time, the 60th, like second half, 58 minutes. He's like, all right, bring in some attacking players. Bring in some attacking players.
No,
bring in some attacking players. So that's what he came with. And there's no, see, I'll be honest with you, there is nothing wrong.
You could see from the second half stats, and obviously when you watch the game, you could tell that we're facing a lot more pressure in the second half.
A lot more pressure, yeah. And you can't blame a manager who comes with this type of style against an Arsenal team like us that know how to defend. He knows that we're going to stop them from taking a lot of shots. So he's like, all right, let's play that game in the first half with you guys.
Let's take a second to speak about some of the Chelsea players. I thought Robert Sanchez did a good job, to be fair, even though he conceded in the final minute. I looked at the Chelsea back line. We're going to talk about Fofana's handball, potential penalty. Yeah. There was also a potential penalty for Martinelli. Really, I don't really care.
I don't really care much for those things.
I don't really care too much. I did think it was a handball, but forget about it. And Martinelli's one, let's be real, Saliba did run through him. I've seen it given, but it is what it is. We can't really.
The reason I would even say that particular challenge should be a penalty. Why I would say the only reason is because where the ball fell after the tackle was in a place where Martinelli could still have jumped over his leg and gotten the ball, right? Yeah, he got the ball first. Fair enough. He got the ball. He got into the tackle, and that ball fell right in front of Martinelli, but his raised leg caught Martinelli. And for me, if I had to look at it at VAR, I'd be like, hey, if the ball had gone away, deflected fully away, I'd be like, nope, no penalty. He got the ball. He just went through you. No issues. But he got the ball fell in an advantageous place. See, after that tackle, the ball fell right in front of Martinelli. Martinelli could literally have still picked up that ball, if not for his second trailing leg. So it is what it is. I don't care anymore about those things because why? Referees get it wrong, VAR get it wrong all the time anyways. And I'm happy that, we were able to just get through this, score a goal, and we can move on, and that's the reason why for me.
Just to be clear about the handball thing, the only reason why I mentioned it is because I remember Chelsea getting a handball from Saliba, and I can show you the image and you can tell me this was the handball for Saliba. and this was the handball for Fofana. Regardless, it didn't really impact. It didn't really impact the game because nothing was given. So we keep it moving. But in my opinion,
but again, that's this. But this now
it's
comes
a 50-50. On another day, a referee might have given it.
This now comes to consistency in refereeing. We can have that conversation another day, but this tells you that sometimes they give it, sometimes they don't. So I don't really freak out anymore because they don't get it right. Like they have a lot of work to do to win back the confidence of fans that referees are good, and that's the truth about it. So for me, I've seen it given, I've seen it not given. I don't roll with that. I just make sure, like, defensively we were solid. Offensively, we knew what we were doing. At the end of the game, we were the ones that came out on top. Whether we went 0-0 with them or 1-0, I'm still here. You're the one who's freezing. You know, whether we went 0-0 or we went 1-0 or 2-1, whatever the case is, we did our job, you know.
Hey, this Rice-CAICEDO argument, once again, Declan Rice shut down this conversation. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not even a conversation, really. Rice is on pace to go win Premier League Player of the Season. What is CAICEDO going to be known for this year?
Yeah. I just wanted, let me address, somebody put a thing in the chat real quick.
Before we get there, I just want to say, shout out to Declan Rice, game-winning assist all over the place. Who's your man of the match, by the way? For me, it was either Hincapie or Saliba, one of them.
Hincapie for me. I think Hincapie was, you know, like, we underestimate the amount of workload that guy did today.
Hey, bringing it back. Rice over CAICEDO, no debate. CAICEDO was melting. Like, he couldn't pick out a pass. He couldn't do anything. Forget about the agendas. But let's talk about Kai Havertz next. That's what you're saying. Shout out to Super Chat Netweed. Killer Kai. Eat it, Matisse. You billionaire bottle.
Netweed, let me tell you something.
Netweed, who's one of the most negative, sitting here today, bigging up Kai Havertz. That's how you know.
Netweed, I don't want to hear. Netweed, I don't want to hear it because you didn't even believe what you have shot on this team all season. We're not going to beat Chelsea. You said all kinds of nonsense. So now don't just turn up when the team is doing well, saying Kai, eat it. You said a lot of nonsense. So own it. I'm not saying you can't celebrate. That's your business, your prerogative. But don't come now and make it sound. But thank you for the super chat. You know, at least Iga will be able to pay my salary this month. I appreciate it. You know, thank you. In the meantime, I just wanted to address something real quick.
They said One second.
No, big up Havertz. Big up Kai.
The fact that he came off the bench, a guy who's been injured, and he's made such a big impact since coming back from injury in 3 games. Think about it. The impact he made in his first game versus Kyra, last game versus Leeds. As much as he didn't get a goal or an assist, he was making runs, diverting runs to help us get some of those opportunities. And then the final, especially with the Zubimendi goal, if he wasn't in the box, that goal for Zubimendi doesn't happen because there's going to be an extra defender to defend him. And then this one, final minutes of the game, he's ready to go, puts it away.
Kai is doing what he needs to do. You know, Kai is doing everything that he needs to do. This is a long-term injury. You have to put, you know, what's it called? You have to put context around it. When the player comes back from a long-term injury, the same thing with Gabriel Jesus. I'm impressed with how well they're playing. I know they can still go a gear higher, which I don't expect them to right now because they just got back from injury. But I wanted to address something real quick about someone in the chat that said Declan Rice should be captain. I think most people don't realize that the captain is not just picked by the manager. It's picked by the leadership team in the club. And in the leadership team, Declan Rice is one of them. Gabriel is one of them. Odegaard is on the leadership team. And they agree on who the captain is going to be. That's why Saka is one of them, which is why you see they pass it down. Like today, Gabriel was the captain. There's a reason why it's done that way. So yeah, he will become captain eventually, but I think fans should know this so that they don't sow this stupid hatred.
Hey, you know what? I'm just going to say this. Eze was playing today in the 10. Wasn't great. I don't know about you. I didn't think it was that good.
I think what had happened today, again, it's not about whether he was that good or not for me. I think Mikel Arteta's plan was, guys, don't bite the bait, don't jump. Everybody stay compact, and Eze stayed compact with the team. That's what you could tell this was a professional instruction job. If this was a go out and get him kind of game where he's like, we're the ones who needed to score a goal, I think you'd have seen him say something to Eze more like, take the ball and take more risk. dribble, do the 1-2 passes. He was like, just don't lose the ball, stay compact. When they bite, we'll cut through them. When they bite, eventually we'll cut through them. So I think the team did exactly what the setup was. Because if you look to the bench, you'd see Mikel and his assistant, they kept on doing this, like compress, stay together, and that's an instruction wise. I think that's what we saw today. This is one of his also better games where he looked like he's playing with the team. He loses the ball, he tracks back. He's helping defend, he's helping connect passes. And that's important. That's important as well. So yeah, man, I think the entire game plan from Mikel was stay compact. So is it, keep the ball more, don't go out there and flare up. And we fans were so used to have seen him at Crystal Palace do all those tricks and flicks and flair that we want him to do it for Arsenal. But this is not what I care about now. You know what I care about? Okay. Professional job, get the win, and let's keep it moving.
Let's talk about Piero Hincapie. People's man of the match, some people's man of the match on the night. Absolutely amazing performance. His best game in an Arsenal shirt was today, in my opinion. Most Arsenal fans would have started Calafiori. Some would have even started Miles Lewis-Skelly. But Hincapie, what a performance!
Yeah. I'm good, man. So sorry, no, my son's here. Just
guys in the chat, let me know what you guys thought about Hincapie. I thought this guy was unbelievable today. If I actually break down what he did statistically, you don't even need to see the statistics. You already know he won 7 out of his 8 ground duels. You already know he's winning the aerial duels. How many times is he doing recovery challenges? How many times was he making clearances, last ditch tackles, not letting crosses in, heading the ball away? This guy was all over the place, and even in front of goal, he had that shot that one of the best shots we had in the first half, where Sanchez had to make a ridiculous save. Fair play to Hincapie. This guy looked amazing.
He had 9 defensive contributions. He had 49 touches. He had 1 touch in the opposition box with a 100% accuracy. Successful dribbles 100%. He won 5 duels, 4 ground duels, 1 aerial duels, 1. 3 was fouled. Fouls committed. He committed 1 foul. Hincapie was literally immense today. The guy was immense today. And
today was his come out party? What you saying?
No, we've seen his come out party before this. I think today was just you can now see why even Calafiori now there's going to be he's literally staking a claim saying, listen, I'm going to be a problem here for you guys. Like Miles Lewis-Skelly, Calafiori, I'm going to be a problem. That's what Hincapie did today. Because you have to look at the context around the game we're talking about. This is the semi-final for us to go into a final. And you're trusted with such a game against 2 different wingers that you had to face over 90 minutes. First it was the lap that you were tussling with for half of the game. And then they bring in the tricky Estaval, who I think is a talented player. And you handled everything, like anytime they were attacking and it was Hincapie gave me the same confidence that Gabriel gives me, that Saliba gives me. Timber gives me that confidence because for me, I think he's better he's better when he inverts. But defensively, I just had the same confidence, and that was a good thing to see. So yeah, I like it. I'm happy. We did what we needed to do today, and that's it. That's the most important thing.
What do you think about Saliba today? Gabriel, those guys, man.
Gabriel and Saliba again, they have actually delivered again. Saliba and Gabriel. Saliba was already celebrating. It's like, and he's also a clown. I like that about him. He's actually if you I don't know if you've seen a lot of the interviews with Arsenal players who say that he's a prankster and that he's the funny guy in the group. That he's always trying to, and you can see it when we're winning games. But you could see how immense both of them were today. Gabriel and Saliba, they complement each other so well. Jurriën Timber, I have to say, man, coming back from an ACL injury and playing the way this guy has been playing.
I still think Ben White should start more games, though.
Again, I'm not sentimental. I'm more about the profile of the player and who we're playing against. Yes, Ben White, but Ben White works very well when you have an Odegaard and Saka. Jurriën Timber, like if you have an Odegaard and Saka, yes, because Saka and Ben White for some reason understand their underlaps and their overlaps very well, both of them.
Let me stop you there. Who do you want in the final?
I don't care. But I'll
Would
take.
you rather face Newcastle or Man City?
I'll take City. I'll take City.
Me too, bro. Brent, we're gonna end off soon, bro. Sorry about that. I'm not gonna be sending the link today. Before we go any further, let's just look. Let's go through player ratings. And before we go, do you have anything else that I haven't mentioned? We're going to the final, bro. We're gonna probably face Man City. We're gonna probably face Man City. I can't wait. I'm quite excited. We deserve this after many years of not going to a cup final. And if we're gonna do player ratings, let's do player ratings. First, Kepa, clean sheet, no question.
No questions asked. Just give him an 8. Just give Kepa an 8.
Give him an 8. Timber, solid 7.
7.5. Timber was 7.5 for me.
I don't know how Saliba got a lower rating than Gabriel. They both get an 8 from me.
They both get. I mean, the whole back line except Hincapie.
Everyone except Timber.
No, everybody gets a 7.5 from me except Hincapie. Hincapie gets an 8.
Hincapie 8, 7.5, 7.5,
7.5.
I'm gonna give Timber 7.
Why?
I thought Declan Rice gets an 8. Solid performance.
With the assist.
Zubimendi gets a 7. I thought Eze was kind of missing. I'm gonna give him a 5.
Again, you see, I think this is where the problem is, and I think most of us do this. We are expecting Eze to do certain things in a game, right? They're like, you want him to dribble and pass, but the instructions was to stay compact, and he stayed compact with Zubimendi and Rice and held that midfield the way we expected them to hold it. That was the mission. So why would I score you lower just because you didn't disobey the manager? Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't think he played badly.
We'll bump it up to a 6. We'll bump it up to a 6.5.
I don't think he played badly. I think he did exactly what he was asked to do in that midfield today.
But none of the attackers are getting more than a 6.
I think Martinelli was immense today as well. I have to give it to Martinelli.
His running defensively, his work rate was solid. I need more from Gyökeres, and Nani Madueke is great, but just not the best performance. He's facing his old team. They kind of know how to play against him.
I don't think that's what happened again. You have to remember, you have to put context. The instructions from Mikel Arteta today were clear in the way we were set up. He's told even the attackers, don't bite the bait. So Nani was not driving at people like he normally does. Martinelli was not running at people like he normally does. Gyökeres, if you notice, would try and start the press and then drop back immediately. That was an instruction.
You know, he let Saliba have the ball. He didn't care. He wouldn't let Hato he wouldn't let Hato or Fofana or Santos get the ball.
Yeah, that was based on instruction. And for me, if the players do what the manager set up to do and it wins the game, they deserve because that means they can follow instructions.
So I'm going to give Martinelli 6.5. Gyökeres is 6. Nani, Gyökeres and Nani get 5.5s.
They get 6s for me because they did what the
Havertz came off the bench, scored a goal, give him an 8. Throw him an 8.
He's getting a 7.5.
Trossard came off the bench, did his job, give him a 6. And Arteta and the coaching staff today get a 9. Great performance. Everything worked perfectly.
So if we're going to give the manager a 9 for setting up a particular way and then the players follow the instructions of that manager, but we're scoring the players 6 for doing what the manager said. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but we can't really rate them highly because they didn't for their role, for their prospective roles, they did not go like. But
that was their role. But the manager said, "Stay."
The attackers are not going to get higher ratings because the manager told them to defend. Like, let's not be silly.
I'm just saying.
Same way. If a guy if a center forward scores a brace and he doesn't do anything the whole game, he still gets a higher rating. There's perks with different positions.
Yeah, you can score someone for scoring, but that means Kai Havertz is the only one that I think can get a higher score for scoring a goal.
Listen, at the end of the day, we're fans. We're not journalists. I don't have a certain barometer on how I'm going to scale these. I just feel like Nani and Gyökeres don't deserve a 6. Give them a 5.5.
Okay.
Anyways, that's that, and we'll catch you on the next one. Hopefully we'll see you on the next show. Love for the love people. You already know what it is. Eagle Talks Football. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys, if you haven't already done so, do subscribe right now. Deo, do you have anything else to say before we go?
No, I'm good, man. We're going to a final. The first one in 6 years. I am so happy, and I pray that this, long may continue. This may be the first finals of many. Fingers crossed by the weekend we could be 9 points ahead of whoever it is that we're chasing or that is chasing us in the Premier League. if we can get through this and win this year, that's all I care about.
Hey, better luck next time, Chelsea. Better luck next time. Better luck next time, Chelsea.
I have a scores again.
Bro, have a good one. Props. I'll catch you
Good night,
next
my
time.
brother. Yes, sir.
Don't know. Peace, people.